We go back to Texas, Harris County. After the brutal rape and murder of one Jocelyn Nungary by two illegal pieces of shit who should have never been here in the first place, the judge of Harris County weighs in.
Well, we're waiting.
She blames Trump. What the fuck? Really?
A bullshit?
Really now?
See, now that's some bullshit.
You sure about that?
Bullshit.
Wow.
Total bullshit.
I'm Jazz Borganzo on this. How about you drop that on the parents and you let us know how that goes, huh?
You stupid fuck!
It's what's next. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Jazz Borganzo, what's next? Your daily dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Thursday. Well, yesterday I did a video in regards to the DA of Houston's reaction to the death of one Jocelyn Nungary, the 12-year-old little girl who was making a phone call outside of a store. I initially said it was at her house, so I apologize for that. Making a phone call, and she was whisked away by two illegals from Venezuela, and of course, she was brutally raped and murdered. She talked about, this is not about politics. She puts politics behind her and says, guess what? Look what's in front of us. We got a broken system. We got broken policies. We got illegals flooding over the border who are committing these horrific crimes, and nothing is being done about it. You can only do so much from a state level, as governor of Texas has been doing. But then you look at other cities, New York, LA, cities, states in Florida and Washington State, what have you. Pick a red state, pick a blue state. This shit is going down. But she makes it very clear it's not about politics. It's about common sense and what needs to be done to stop this garbage. But who haven't we heard from? Let me think. Could it be the Harris County judge who's going to oversee this? What are her thoughts in regards to this? Well, if you ask her, it's not about so much broken policies. It's not about the illegals flying the border. It has nothing to do with that they're committing these crimes. It has everything to do with, wait for it, one Donald J. Trump. Yes. She goes all in, goes mad lad, and blames Trump for these crimes that would have never been committed under the current dementia patient president. Wow. That's balls. And here we go. This comes out of Fox News in Houston, Fox News 26 out of Houston. Harris County Judge Alina Hidalgo politicized the death of 12-year-old while urging not to politicize it because I just did so. But before we hear from her, a little background. Harris County, Texas. Harris County Judge Alina Hidalgo contends evil happens regardless of immigration status, urged fellow leaders not to politicize the 12-year-old alleged murder at the hands of two undocumented Venezuelan men, illegal pieces of shit, all the while politicizing it. Hidalgo then launched into criticism of Republicans, of course she did, and Congress and former President Donald Trump, of course she did, for creating the conditions which contributed to Jocelyn Nungary's death. Quote, when the former president decided that he didn't want to have Biden to have a lid on the immigration, he told his party to pull out of the agreement. So blaming things on the current immigration policy is absolutely political. And it really breaks my heart that people would politicize the sadness of this tragedy. Again, all the while politicizing it. Fox News 26 challenged Hidalgo's criticism of Republicans and former President Donald Trump, asking if the blame should be assessed. She assessed was a violation of her own request to abstain from politicizing the murder. I think I answered the question, right? She said, while during the headlights. Again, the Biden administration reached an agreement with Leader McConnell to address this. It's not about immigration. I'm not going to feed into that, she said. Also speaking out was Precinct 3 Commissioner Tom Ramsey, who said Harris County had become a magnet for undocumented criminals, illegal garbage. Ramsey was asked by Fox News, policies had turned Harris County into a sanctuary county. It did. Based on these policies, based upon the unwillingness to engage, I believe it is. I think people know that they have crossed the borders with ill intent, that they crossed the border and coming here to do bad things. I know they didn't come here to Houston, the third largest county, third largest city in the country, And they can really do bad things and not get caught, and nothing will happen. If they went a few counties north of us, something would happen to them. But they don't. They stay, and their term is correct. It's a sanctuary county, and we've got to turn things around, Ramsey said. Both Ramsey and Hidalgo both announced they would attend Gary's funeral on Thursday, which of course is today. But let's hear some words of wisdom from the judge.
It really breaks my heart that people would politicize the sadness of that tragedy. To me, it hurts even more that they're being used as pawns in this fight over immigration that doesn't even exist because Biden and McConnell agree. It's just that Trump won't let them move it forward.
All due respect, Judge, you said this issue shouldn't be politicized, but by pointing the finger at former President Trump and Republicans in Congress, aren't you politicizing it?
I think I answered the question. So, yeah, I mean, this is about Jocelyn. This is about her family, and if we want to,
Judge,
as I said, talk about immigration,
you didn't answer the question. Are you politicizing this by pointing the finger at Republicans and saying it's their fault, not the fault of the Biden administration that lifted the Remain in Mexico policies?
Again, the Biden administration reached an agreement with Leader McConnell to address this, but this is not about immigration. I'm not going to feed into that.
My thoughts. Oh, you upset the pumpkin. You upset the Karen. This judge needs to be, 1, recused. 2, she needs to be thrown off the bench. 3, she needs to be disbarred. And worst case scenario, she needs to be sued out of oblivion by the parents. I wonder how that went. I really wonder how that went. I'm the judge. Hey, Mom, Dad, sorry for your loss. And by the way, it's Trump's fault. Click. I'm sure that went really, really well. This is the nonstop assholery that you have from the left. They just cannot help themselves. They can't. They can't. It's like taking a breath in the morning. It's like sun's hot, water's wet. Libs are going to talk trash and attack. That's what they're going to do. This should have never been, the conversation should have never even been came up. Her thoughts should have been, apologize to the parents. This is horrific. This should have never happened. Yes, there are bad people in this country, but also there are bad people who are not supposed to be in this country, coming into this country, who commit horrific incidents like this. And you be on your way. Done. She would have got caught up in this firestorm. Now she's in the middle of it because she decided to open her mouth, her leftist, garbage-filled mouth, and this is where she is. And I guarantee you, there are those in Houston who are asking for her head on a platter. And rightly so. And rightly so. What came out of her mouth was trash. It was utter trash. And just because she's going to show up at the funeral with, I guess, this other dude, I already forgot his name. It doesn't mean anything to me at this point. But the guy made it very clear that because of the policies passed in Houston, Harris County is a sanctuary county. And it does protect illegals, just like New York does, just like LA does, just like San Fran does, just like the state of Washington does, just like other blue states and blue counties. That's what they do. They'll say, fuck you, while protecting somebody else who shouldn't even be here. How many times have we seen this already? Like I mentioned in the beginning, you had the prior DA. Her name is Og. She came out and trashed the policies because they're broken. She didn't put her politics in front of it. She didn't hide behind her politics. She took it, threw it behind her and said, you know what? It's not about politics. It's about reality. And reality is we have a broken system which allows illegal garbage to come over in our borders, come across the borders, and to commit these crimes. Period. End of story. How many cities have we seen it already? But then when you have stupid asshole judges like this making dumb ass comments like this, should be no surprise to anyone. None. But being that Houston is one of the biggest liberal cities in the country and a sanctuary city on top of it, this is what you get. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And there's no way that the parents could have heard this. There's no way that they could have been shielded from this. Thought you were angry before. Fuck, man. I would be livid right now. But my prayers and thoughts to the parents, to their families who are dealing with this just as sadly as others have dealt with this in the last several years. And it's just, and I said on yesterday's video, sadly, it's going to happen again.